the thoughts that run through my head as I commute in traffic. Man, you will get to know more about me, I think, on this particular video than almost any of my videos.
Welcome to MCC Just Motos. Yo guys, it's Andy. It's the last day of 2024. It is December 31st in Maryland. To start off super cold and freezing. 34 degrees out. I went for a ride to work and I'm headed back home. It's my last ride of 2024. Super excited. Did something for the first time. I'm going to show you really quick. Snow's number 2, cowboy boots. Got them for the holidays. Yeah, man. I'm excited to go ride with these things. You can do it in the Del Mar. I'm not scuffing these boots up, but there's no shifting in the Del Mar. It's a shiftless bike. They're not the most grippy, but they are super comfortable. They're super protective, full over the calf protection. Gotta like that. So let's go for a ride. You'll get some thoughts on the S2 Del Mar on my commute ride of last ride of 2024.
All right. So it started off 34 degrees. It's getting close to upper 50s, but man, it's not warm, super warm. But it's December 31st, for Pete's sake. We've only had a little dusting of snow in Maryland so far. I'm in a super secret location. Man, can you guess where this location is or what it is? I'm not going to tell you, but it is super secret. A few of us know about it. Dun, dun, dun. All right. And off we go. Now, is a Del Mar an off-road bike? No. But is a flat tracker? Sure. These tires can take it. Oh, I gotta buckle my vest up. I forgot. I have my Harley backpack on. I got my airbag vest. I need to do a ride review. It's a Tech Air 3 vest. I got to do a ride review on that one, or just a product review. People are interested in it. Just a short answer is, you know what I noticed about the Tech Air 3? Not much. Not much at all. Which is, I guess, what you want, right? From a... What you want from an airbag vest is just don't notice much of all. I can wear all my other gear on here. Heavy leathers. Now this is a little gravelly, pretty thick, deep gravel, but not a bad deal. All right, so yeah, you can do dirt roads, all sorts of paved roads here. Unpaved roads if you want. I know some people do some pretty extreme off-roading on the Del Mar. Not my preferred platform, but you can do it. All right, I'm gonna head out the door and get home. I think this is gonna be fun. Good day. I'm excited. Boom. This bike is still absolutely a hooligan bike. I love it. It's so good. Oh, you can't tell. I'm gonna get my wheelie done. It is doing some wheelies, but I'm not that good at them. And this bike is actually, I think, a decent platform to learn, but it's expensive, so I don't want to wreck it up. I have a mode for wheelies, hooligan mode, my A mode, basically full throttle, full pedal, for real, everything. And then I also have a mode for just cruising, which is my B mode. It's about 75% power, 75% throttle, and 0 regen braking. I like regen braking because it's fun. It kind of just brakes for you a little bit and can add to the dynamic ride characteristics, but I don't think it really adds that much. I think someone did some calculation. You have to go like 260 miles or on regen straight downhill before it charges the battery, something ridiculous like that. So does it add more juice to the battery? Theoretically, yes. In practicality, not much. So if I go no regen, I can use drafting and just cruising and techniques to extend my highway range. Back in the saddle again. Yeah. There we go. I think really just enjoy this motorcycle as a commuter. I say this over and over again, and people that have never ridden I won't say that it's not that they've never ridden an electric motorcycle, because most of these people that I'll talk about fit in that category. But some that have don't understand what makes a Del Mar so special, or the S2 platform so special. And it's really the lightweight, and then the power to weight, and then the cost to what you get is just phenomenal. I put a review on the 3 best springs. You got to check them out right here. But yeah, that's it. At 434, 38 pounds, somewhere in there. It's very lightweight for an EV. For an EV with the power, it definitely has superbike power. Doesn't have the horsepower of a superbike, but it has more than like double the torque on most superbikes. So yeah, superbike power. Let's make the light. Yeah. Enough to have so much fun. And here's really what I want to say to everybody. If I could just convey this somehow. If people are open-minded about EVs, and particularly the S2 in general, here's what they'd find out. That this motorcycle has a soul to it. There's a lot of electrics that I've been on that really didn't have a soul, that just kind of were heavy. And while the acceleration was okay, they just weren't nimble enough. Where this is nimble enough, acceleration so good, and a scooter, brethren, looks like, right? I think it's a scooter. Motorcycle, scooter. All right. So it's light enough, it's nimble enough to have a soul to it, which means that if you feel the bike, you feel the power, you feel the throttle as you pull it, and it has a vibration that goes through it. Not only at a stop, it has like a heartbeat, a ba-boom, ba-boom, that the motor like twists a little bit. But this one has a feeling when you pull the throttle. The acceleration so linear, nice and good. It never gets old. And the handling of being able to be more flickable than others really adds to that lively feel. And I think if people got on this electric motorcycle, they would understand what I mean about having a soul. There's other motorcycles that absolutely fall in that category, and the engine adds to that. But this whole bike, its whole characteristics, its whole powertrain, its whole handling add to that feeling of this motorcycle without the vibrations of the engine. But the motor adds to that just because it has a little bit of a whine. It adds a feeling that I just was not expecting. So overall, the package makes it so good and so lively. That is why it's my favorite motorcycle ride. Here's the other thing too, right? Yes, it's easy to ride for someone who's never ridden a motorcycle before because there's no clutch and the power is linear, but it is not a beginner bike in the slightest. Okay, it's not. It has too much power, and because it's a flat tracker and has these big 19-inch wheels, they can get you in trouble. What I mean by that is you don't feel the road on the tire as much as you could on some other motorcycles. So especially on the side, you don't have, it's a good feeling on the front end, but you don't feel the tires or what the grip capability is at the very max limit. So you're guessing a lot of the time. And what happens is, because there's so much power, when you're going around the turn, especially when they're cold, tires are cold and they're dual compound tread, is people will get on the power a little too much. That normal tired and smaller size motorcycle tires could do, and it could get them in trouble. Plus, the suspension is definitely on the firm side, and that can get people in trouble. So it is not a beginner motorcycle. Man, this has been super long-winded and not what I thought I'd talk about, but that's on my mind for today. right? So great commuter, great handling, great power. You know, it's not perfect, but the fact that it's hard to ride, or not for beginners, it kind of adds to a little luster that I think, you know, of like, oh, I ride the Del Mar or the S2 platform, and now I turn on a little more sporting mode, and that's cool. Those hinges fly. Holy shnikes. Yes! Okay. Woo! Alright. And this sporting mode does have some regen braking, which is what you want, honestly, because again, it helps you slow down without having to hit the brakes, which is good. It just helps with the sporting feel. Man, this is so fun. All right. Do. It's beautiful roads. It should rain later today, but it's not. I'll tell you about some of the. So the comfort on this bike. It's great hip to foot peg ratio. It's a great seating position, great handlebar position. It's very comfortable as a commuter. Very comfortable. The seat's a little hard, but for me that's okay because it's very narrow, and it actually adds to the comfort being narrow. I can sit on this hard seat for longer, and it doesn't. Sometimes soft seats, squishy seats can make your butt hurt. This one does not. I can sit here quite a bit of time. If you ride it conservatively, you can knock out 70 to 110 miles. I've done that. I could go that way, but I'm not going to. This is a better road. But when it's cold and you're not riding conservative, you know, you might be doing 50, 60 miles before you have to charge again on the highway. But that's higher than the advertised range. All right. This does have 6-axis IMU, I think. I'm hustling it, but not super much, just because it's cold out, and the tires, again, I don't really trust them as great when it's cold out. So I'm not scraping any. Don't want to test my airbag out. Hello, bicycler. Another type of cyclist. Now, I know we got a tunnel here. Alright. Does anyone else shut one eye before they go in a tunnel so they can see better? I guess that's a little trick I learned. I don't know. Do you guys? Alright. Huh. Never been that road. Oh, man. Oh, I'm lifting the wheel nice. Not doing wheelie, just lifting the wheel. This bike has so much grunt to it. Alright. Alright. Enough messing around with A mode. We'll go back to B mode, which is my cruising mode. I don't know what to say. Most of this time is probably just going to be sent. I'll do a little year in review. I did a top and bottom bikes. I did 25 bikes I've ridden this year, top and bottom. You'll see a lot of non-EV owners get mad that I include the Del Mar. It was my number 2 bike. It's my most fun bike, but I think my most unexpected and bike that I liked was the Honda CBR 650R with the E-clutch. It was lacking power, but man, it had some super nice fit and finish. Would I trade this for the CBR? Not in a heartbeat. This is definitely a more fun bike. But that was my top bike I've ridden this year. Mainly for the fit and finish and the comfort of the commuting, I think is just great. All right. And ironically, even though like I am a big EV fan, one of the bikes that did not do it for me was the Kawasaki Ninja 7 Hybrid. You know, if I need to be real with you, that bike had some issues. It had a huge learning curve. It was comfortable. It was heavy. Felt very heavy. It was very comfortable. It was long and heavy. The power was a little weird to me, mainly because I don't know how to utilize it great. It was really... You had so many modes and switches, and some were working and some were not working with each other, so it was really hard to get the right modes. It had some decent acceleration, and then it kind of petered out. It did not... Did it have super bike acceleration? They say to 30 miles an hour. I don't think so. Maybe to 10 or 15 maybe. But then it had, I don't know, 300cc acceleration, I'd say. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe 400cc acceleration. But not super bike and not 600 acceleration. I don't know what the miles per gallon was because I didn't have it for that long. Even though I did spend a couple hours on it. Would I like to? I'd actually like to put one in my garage just so I can test it out more and get more familiar with it and see if I liked it. But they go for 12 and change, and I know they're selling for 10 and change right now. If it was maybe half of that, then I'd consider that. But it's just not right now. All right, so there was a lot of bikes. There's some of the top, some of the bottom. You're hearing all my thoughts. I did not really plan this ride out. Just kind of wanted to give you my thoughts and enjoy the day and record a day in the life of MCC Just Motos. All right, so I'll tell you about my channel. One thing I did hit this year is 5,000 subscribers. That came pretty good. I am probably... I'm pretty proud of the stuff I produce. I think it's pretty competent. I think it's interesting. I think it's short, succinct for the most part. Who knows what this one will be. There are other YouTubers that have much higher subscribers than I do. I think for the most part I'm pretty close to their caliber on video production. I think I'll continue to grow my channel and do this for fun. I'm not doing it really just, you know, I'm not the money maker. This is not my prime-time job to make money on YouTube. I enjoy the hell out of it, and if I make money, great. I want to bring better content to you, ride more bikes, give you reviews, bring that to you. You know, I've ridden probably upwards of closer to about 150 different types of motorcycles of all kinds. So, you know, that's my perspective. There may be a bike or two in my future, who knows, of this upcoming year. I will tell you that I think, am I at the level where, you know, people automatically recognize me not frequently, sometimes, yeah. Is my stuff quality enough to get on the YouTube radar? Man, it's really hard. Here's the big thing: to get on YouTube radar, all right, in a very few cases, I kind of figured, I cracked the nut of this, I know how to do it. What I mean, YouTube radar, meaning that it's going to recommend your stuff for people looking for your content. That's the only way to get a huge subscriber base. If you are very broad, you will not get a big subscriber base. If you're niche, it might be too niche to get a big subscriber base. If you're niche and you put out good stuff, you'll get a dedicated subscriber base. And to be honest with you, I'm probably too broad. I'm probably too broad to have one specific YouTube algorithm recommended subscriber base. But I don't want to pigeonhole myself. I don't want to be the Honda guy. I don't want to be the only, you know, live wire electric guy. Even though I love this motorcycle and, you know, ride the hell of it and sing its praises, so many people will unsubscribe when they see like live wire content. I'm like, really, bro, really, brah, come on. Don't watch the video. You'll love my other content, I think, or you'll like it, hopefully. I try and be really objective on everything. Also subjective a little bit too, you know, just add a little bit of flavor. And, you know, try and make it so people like my stuff. But people are so turned off on just saying EV that it's probably limited some of the content and subscriber growth that I've had. If I was just on my Himalayan or just on any of my Royal Enfields, you know, then I could probably be the Royal Enfield guy. But there's so many of those. I don't want to be that. I just want to ride bikes and enjoy. I love Royal Enfields, but I love all motorcycles. And that's another thing. Let me tell you, I am very, very much friends with a lot within the motorcycle community and industry too. That's the thing. I'm friends with those in the motorcycle industry and community. It's the same people. Let me tell you, that's what's really cool about motorcycles is the people in the industry, like 9 times out of 10, are just cool as hell. They're just regular motorcycle people. And so that's what's really cool. I like that. You know, I've met so many nice people. We all just people are people, right? But the cool thing about people in the industry is they're motorcycle people that have found a job because they love it so much. So that's really cool. Yeah. Would I be in the industry? I don't know. I don't think it's steady enough or can make enough money, but I'd love to do it. Maybe the way I do it is via YouTube videos, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's how I'd like to. You know, I'd love to just ride motorcycles all year round and give you good motorcycle content. It wouldn't just be touring. It wouldn't just be EVs. It wouldn't just be off-road. It'd be everything, right? Because I enjoy everything motorcycles. There are some channels that do that really good, and I really appreciate them. But very few. Most, in order to get your channel, you have to be like the first, you know, Honda CBR 650R E-clutch guy and just ride that and just vlog about the E-clutch, right? Then every time people search for E-clutch and Honda E-clutch, you're the dude, right? And that's how you grow your subscriber channel. And then they might like your personality and stuff, but the initial algorithm knows that people like your Honda CBR 650R stuff and they'll recommend it every time you look. That's how it works. Man, this rambling weave that I've done, motorcycle weave, it's pretty all over the place, right? The thoughts that run through my head as I commute in traffic. Man, you will get to know more about me, I think, on this particular video than almost any of my videos. Why? Because usually I'm like, I'm going to talk about this, I want to talk about this. Oh, here, okay, all right. Here's the things I want to do next year. Some of the videos I want to bring. I want to break out why riding the S2 Del Mar specifically, or some other EVs, make a huge amount of financial sense. I have a full breakout, and basically they're expensive, but if you bought, you know, a brand new motorcycle, I can promise you, and I can show you the math, it's about $300 a month cheaper, $200 to $300 a month cheaper every year you're on an EV versus an ICE bike. So what's your normal monthly payment on a brand new motorcycle? I'm gonna guess $300, right? Most people, right? A big 150, $300, right? If you're not buying cash, you are quickly breaking even and then making money on it. So there, that's it in a nutshell. Go buy a EV. So you got the feels on an EV. You got the soul on this particular EV that you know, a lot of EVs are missing. So you have the Soul. It's a fire bike. And you got the financial sense, and it looks cool as hell. What else is wrong? I don't know. What other wickets do you need? Range. Okay, well, if you can do, you know, and here's the other thing about range. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to blow smoke up your butt and tell you you get tremendous range out of it, but you get a lot of range. You get, yeah, go ahead. Little cab over. So the range on this, again, is, you know, I've gotten up to 110 miles range. But, you know, even if you're doing 50-mile days on this thing, right? Or even if you limit yourself to 50 miles on this, okay? How many of your daily commutes are 50 miles? Under 50 miles. If you have charging, if you're under 25 miles, which are 98% of us out there, 98% of us, their daily commute's under 25 miles. All right, guys, I hope it's recording. So please like and subscribe, because I think my commute's about done and my battery's about done. So thanks for watching. Happy New Year. Welcome in 2025. Thanks for liking. Please like and subscribe. Catch you in the next episode.